Hey, Harry, where the heck did you run off to, boy? Your lunch break ended ages ago. You have no right to slack off. You do well to remember you're nothing but a filthy temp worker at this company. If it were up to me, you'd be working straight through your lunch break, you damn moron.
Hey, Dick. I'm out doing door-to-door sales with Greg, the sales manager today.
Huh? With Greg? Thought it was weird when I couldn't find him, telling me he's with you.
He's away picking up the car from the mechanics right now, but I can pass on a message if you want to leave one with me.
I ain't got jack to say to you, boy. Damn it, I'm pissed. I thought I was going to be able to force you to do all my work without that loudmouth Greg around. I can't freaking believe you're out doing the rounds with him.
Ah, looks like he's back. Just pulling in now.
What? You better not tell him about what I just said. This conversation stays between me and you, boy, or are we clear?
Good morning, Dick. Hate to have to message you like this, but can I ask why there's a massive pile of documents you were supposed to take care of on my desk? I wouldn't be opposed to helping you out with a few pages here and there if you actually asked me, but this is going too far.
Oh, that? I was going to ask you yesterday. You went straight home after your sales calls, and I didn't get a chance. I couldn't be bothered to message you, so I just left them piled up on your desk.
I see. Anyway, where are you today?
Me? It's my day off today.
Oh.
You better make sure you take care of every last file on that desk for me, boy. I want to see the neatest, tidiest looking pile of completed documents on my desk when I get back to that office.
Sorry, but I can't do this work.
Huh?
That goes for now and from now on, too. But I won't be doing your work anymore. Dick, not even if you try forcing it on me. So you might as well save us both the trouble and not even bother trying.
What? You dare defy my orders?
Sorry, manager's calling me. Gotta go.
No, wait.
No, I really gotta go.
But the deadline on that stuff is today. Answer your goddamn phone, boy. I'm a full-time employee at this company, you damn temp piece of crap. You do not have any right to disobey me. You there, Harry, you pathetic little low-life worm. You finally slithered into the office, huh, worm boy? Anyway, stop slacking off in the lobby. I saw you stood around doing nothing near the reception desk, you know. Do not let me catch you speaking to Layla on reception, either. You have no right to even breathe the same air as that girl. You filthy, miserable, worthless temp scum. Oh yeah, and that ain't all. Do you have any idea how much trouble you've caused me by slacking off these last 2 weeks, you little pipsqueak? I'm gonna teach you a lesson. You'll know what happens to people who mess with the big boys soon enough. You better prepare yourself for the hell that's about to rain down on you, worm boy. How'd you like that for a kick, pipsqueak? Bet it hurt, didn't it? You know what? Kinda reminded me of my old high school days, back when I used to flush nerds like you's heads down the toilet. I got a nostalgic throb in my right leg thanks to you, loser. You know what they used to call this right leg in my school days? The Nerd Buster, and based on how far you went flying. I can still bust nerds with the best of them. Yeehaw!
Why the hell did you run up from behind and kick me while I was stood waiting at the reception desk?
Huh?
I want an explanation.
Why do you always need me to spell everything out for you, pea-brain? Connect the dots, retard. Don't take a genius. Actually, fine, you know what? I'll tell you this time, since I feel bad for you. Alright, so I kicked you because Kayla from reception, my girl. I gave you an ass whooping because I saw you slacking off, stood at reception trying to get into her panties. I warned you this would happen, but you didn't listen. Don't you dare flirt with my girl again, filthy temp scum. We clear now? We heckin' better be. Now get back to your desk and get work. If I catch you slacking off again, I'll flying karate kick you next time. Pea-brained moron.
Dick, I kinda get the impression you don't know. Could it be?
Know what?
I came for our biggest client company, Sadler's Stationery.
Huh?
They offered me a full-time contract a while back. I finally decided to take them up on it and left your company 2 weeks back without updating my temp contract. But I work for them on a regular full-time contract now.
Wait, what? I didn't know about this.
Well, that's strange. I announced it in front of everyone at morning call about a month before my contract ended.
Well, I just said I didn't know.
Well, Dick, whether you know or not changes nothing. I announced it in front of everyone at morning call, got a huge round of applause, and then everyone even pitched in for a goodbye card and a bottle of whiskey on my last day. Aren't they a great bunch?
Well, I just said I didn't frickin' know.
Anyway, the bottom line is I hold a senior position at Sadler Stationery, your company's biggest, most long-term client. The reason I visited your office today was to introduce myself as the person in charge of all dealings with your company, alongside the announcement of the establishment of a new department at our HQ. The plan was to have some lengthy discussions with your superiors about the future of our business dealings together. But unfortunately, I twisted my ankle with the momentum of you kicking me across the lobby, and I'm in no condition to be discussing business anymore.
Wait, what? Seriously?
I just got treated at a local doctor's and received a diagnosis certificate. Well, I'm about to head back to your office and wait for the CEO of Sadler Stationery to come pick me up. He seems awfully concerned about me and wants to know exactly how a routine introduction ended up with me at the doctor's with a twisted ankle. Let me guess, Dick, I bet you're currently up to your old trick of hiding away on the roof where you think no one can find you right now, aren't you?
What? Your CEO is coming. No way. I'm not hiding.
Oh, that's weird. You see, your boss says he can't find you anywhere. The entire company's looking for you as we speak. Based on what my contacts tell me, it's chaos.
Oh my god. Are you serious? Oh, this is bad. Real bad.
Adam, our company's CEO would like to ask you a couple of questions. We have to get to the bottom of exactly what happened in that lobby and find out what possessed you to kick me so hard I went flying across the room. Naturally, I told him there's a 90% chance you took the key to the roof, which is supposed to be out of bounds, from the caretaker's office, and are currently hiding up there like you always do when you don't feel like working.
How the heck do you know about the roof?
Oh, I wonder.
I can hear footsteps. Someone's coming up the staircase.
Listen, Dick, the best thing you can do here is to accept your fate and do as the cops tell you. I don't need to tell you how trigger-happy they can get with people dumb enough to resist arrest, do I?
Goddamn you. I lost my goddamn job because of you, asshole. How are you gonna make up for this? I was set for a promotion any day now, but now I gotta find a new job because of you.
A promotion? Really? You, Dick, of all people. A promotion?
Greg from sales was talking about quitting. Who else would they pick to fill his shoes? I've been waiting for a promotion longer than anyone. It was sure to be my turn next. You miserable jerk. You will pay for this.
I hate to be the one to have to break this to you, but they decided on someone else before they'd even fired you.
Huh?
Also, you didn't just get fired for the whole thing with you kicking me across the lobby. There were other reasons.
What?
You slacked off all year round while palming off your work responsibilities onto me and your other unfortunate co-workers, right? Surely you didn't think the higher-ups wouldn't notice. Oh, and not to mention your borderline stalking of your crush. Apparently you followed her home every night after she rejected your offer for a beer after work. What's more, she said she keeps seeing some weirdo crouched in the bushes opposite her street, holding a pair of binoculars matching your description.
You're talking about Michaela from reception? I don't know what gives you the right to go poking your nose into my love life, but let me tell you this. You're dead wrong. I don't know nothing about no stalking. I love Kayla, and she loves me back. I just know it. She's playing hard to get. So, you know how some girls do that. Wait, what am I saying? Of course you know. You're probably a virgin, right? You loser dweeb. Stalking my ass. I ain't never heard anything so stupid.
You do know Kayla's engaged, right?
Huh? Wait, what? Kayla's engaged?
Not only that, but she has 2 children.
You're lying. No, my girl wouldn't do this to me. Seriously? My Kayla, a housewife with 2 kids.
Yup. Oh, wait, it gets better. Wait till you hear who her husband is. A Greg, the manager from sales. You know, your superior.
What?
They have the same surname, right? You never thought that was weird?
Huh? Oh my god, you're right. I never noticed.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I figure I should make this as clear as humanely possible to you, since you probably weren't listening when it got announced during morning call, just like you weren't that time with me. But the reason Greg is resigning is because he's moving to Sadler's Stationery, which means me and him are going to be working at the same company real soon.
What?
His reason for leaving is pretty much exactly the same as mine. The whole thing took a little longer for him since they had to find replacements to take over his clients. But he'll be working at Sadler's Stationery, here with me from the start of next month.
I can't believe this is happening. Sadler's Stationery is well known for paying salaries way above the industry average, treating its employees really well. This ain't fair. You pair of traitors. You have any decency in you, you'll speak to the bigwigs. Get me a job there by way of apology for your despicable behavior.
It looks like the recruitment process for the mid-career slots is over for the year now, so you'll have to wait till more job openings are available. Sorry.
That's not what I meant. I mean, get me a job by calling in a favor or 2.
Well, it's funny you should say that. Well, speaking of pulling in favors, you got your job there through a good word from your uncle who works as head of human resources, right?
How'd you know that? Anyway, so what if I did?
I heard some of the responsibility for your violent outburst in the lobby got pinned on him, and he got demoted.
What?
I'm not saying it's necessarily always a bad thing for people to get jobs through personal connections, and if we're honest, that's just how the world works. But in your case, you used your uncle's influence within the company, and the fact that he protected you whenever anyone questioned your behavior as an excuse to do whatever the hell you wanted, and treat everyone like crap. This is what you get for abusing and taking advantage of his trust and good nature. You deserve everything you got.
Goddamn you.
Anyway, think about it. There's no way what you're asking for would ever happen. Surely you don't actually think Sadler's Stationery are the kind of company to employ people with proven track records of violent outbursts against its employees? I wouldn't put in a good word for you if you paid me $1 million.
Then what the hell am I supposed to do? I just got fired, moron. Do you even understand how serious my situation is right now?
I'd say I've got a pretty good idea, actually. I'm pleased you at least realize how deep in the shit you are. My advice? Start job hunting soon. Don't you think it's a little weird that of all the people in the world, I'm the one you're asking for help?
Job hunting is such a pain in the ass. Hey, Harry, what the heck is this crap? A bill for compensation? I don't understand. Hey, answer me.
You do realize I could have gone to the cops, filed charges against you, so you'd have a criminal record for the rest of your life, right? You should be counting your lucky stars. It's only compensation I want.
Huh?
Your old company managed to beg my bosses not to terminate their contract after your outburst, so fortunately for them, it's business as usual. As for me personally, excluding yourself, I got on with everyone at that company, like a house on fire, and I'm super grateful for all they did for me during my time there. So I have no intention of dragging them through the media shitstorm that would inevitably ensue if I press charges. Besides, I'm not the only one charging you for compensation, am I? I know Kayla from reception definitely is, because we went to see the lawyer together. Then there's the 2 guys from accounts who are currently working on putting together files containing, all your abusive messages.
What?
Taking everything into account, I thought it was only fair that you pay me compensation for the emotional distress you caused me, as well as paying for my medical treatment.
I just lost my goddamn job. I'm unemployed. How'd you expect me to pay you all this compensation when I have no income?
Like I said before, get a job. Compensation aside, how do you intend on getting by without working?
There's only one thing for it. You have to get me a job at Sandler's Stationery.
No can do.
But...
No.
But the money...
Do I have to spell it out like you're a child? I don't want to breathe the same air as you, let alone work at the same company as you.
Huh?
Wipe your own ass, you abject failure of a man.
Oh my God, Harry.
All communications from here on out are to go through my lawyer. Thank you, and goodbye. Dick eventually came up with my compensation money by knocking on his parents' door, who live way out in the countryside, and begging on his knees in floods of tears. Apparently, they were forced to sell their house to get their wayward son out of the catastrophic mess he had gotten himself into. Dick, being his naive old self, mistakenly thought that meant he was out of the woods. He tried his best to convince his mum and dad to let him live with them in their new apartment, but he was flatly refused and ordered to pay back every cent of what they paid me in compensation. With that, his royally pissed off dad drove him over to a friend's company office, where he was forced to live in an old, disused staff room while working 12 hours a day. However, Dick mistook this new arrangement as being the same kind of connection hire that got him into our old company. He soon began barking orders left, right, and centre, and within a week made the grave mistake of ordering the CEO's son and up-and-coming company president to make him a coffee. With that, he was savagely dressed down in front of all 50 employees during the morning team meeting. He now spends his days on the verge of tears, being shouted at relentlessly by a boss half his age.
Maggie, pick up! Where did you take Nathan? Why did you take him from the kindergarten without my permission? Stop ignoring me and reply. Ugh, please. These beeps are driving me nuts. The kids are exhausted after playing all day. I just got them to finally take a nap. You're going to wake them up with all your beeping messages. Who gave you the right to take Nathan? You lied to the teacher that I gave you permission to pick him up. You do realize that this is a crime. It's pure and simple kidnapping. Kidnapping? Please. You make me sound like some kind of monster. It's no surprise that I would pick him up. I mean, I am Nathan's real mom after all. What the hell are you talking about? I gave birth to Nathan. How could you be his mom? You, his real mom? Oh, for goodness sake. But it's gonna turn out this way sooner or later. Your husband and me, well, we're getting married. So obviously, Nathan becomes my child. Are you mentally challenged? Wait, so you're telling me that you're the one who's having an affair with my husband? And so if you remarry, you get custody of Nathan? Is that what you think? Bingo. That's exactly what's going to happen. I've been dreaming about this for a long time. That someday, Nathan would be my child. I only have a daughter, so I figured... I've been saying that to your husband, William, for some time now. But he didn't want the affair to come to light, so he told me not to talk about that too openly. Now that you know, I really don't have to keep it hush-hush. You know what I mean? Oh my, I just can't wait to hear Nathan call me Mommy one of these days. You are mentally unstable. I only found out about you guys a couple of days ago. And you act as though we're already divorced. Oh, for the love of God, do you have no shame? Shame? Why would I feel shame? What's so wrong about going out with someone you love and marrying that person? It's perfectly natural. And then to want that person's child? That's perfectly natural too. Yeah, perfectly natural. If that person was not my husband and the child was not mine, yeah, go for it. You can have that two-timing jerk. But Nathan is not going anywhere. Anyways, no way you guys will get custody. You're the ones who cheated on me. Of course we can get custody. You divorce him, and what happens? How are you going to support yourself, much less Nathan? On the other hand, I marry William, and our combined income will actually increase. So, picture this. We have a dirt-poor single mom and a financially stable rich family. Which would you consider better for a child? You really do have a wild imagination. Of course, sole custody will be given to the biological mother. No matter how you kick up a fuss, Nathan will never be your child. I don't know about that. I think you better accept the fact that he's mine. You better get mentally and emotionally prepared for the inevitable. I feel so sorry for you to lose your husband and child. Oh, how dreadful. You talk as though you've already won. You're not even divorced yet. There are still things to work out with your husband and about custody of your daughter, Sarah. Shouldn't you be more concerned about losing your own daughter rather than focusing on taking someone else's kid? No problem there. My husband's never home. He's working overseas and never is home. He's really not concerned about us anyway. I'll just submit the paperwork. He probably won't even complain. And about Sarah, she's my daughter. Of course, she'll do whatever I ask. Unlike you, Sandy, I've got everything worked out. Everything worked out, huh? Pretty confident of you. I see. You keep it up, and you're going to fall flat on your face. Do I hear the desperate cries of a beaten dog? Besides, unlike you, I'm not the type to muff things up. You have nobody to fall back on. But I have William to support me. I can't wait to welcome Nathan into my family. And Nathan looks just like his father. He's gonna be so handsome when he grows up. Maybe I shouldn't bring him up as my child, but groom him to be my boyfriend. I'm still young and beautiful. It's possible, don't you think? Or maybe Sarah can marry him one day. Huh? Are you totally nuts? That's disgusting. Don't you lay a hand on my child, you thief! Sorry, but Nathan is my child. Keep your big mouth shut. You're going on and on about it, but you do realize we're not even divorced yet. And for you to take my child without permission is a crime. I'm heading out now to pick him up. So back off and hand him over. If not, I go to the police. Oh, really? How much longer are you going to be so high and mighty? Not long, I assure you. No use bickering with you, so I'll back off for now. But keep in mind that both William and Nathan will be mine one day. Soon. Yeah, keep it up. I assure you, I will destroy you. Answer me! How could you? You're despicable. You are a monstrous witch. Oh, hello, Maggie. What's the matter? What are you all worked up about? You spread rumors about William and my relationship. All the kindergarten moms are avoiding me like the plague. All my neighbors are eyeing me like I'm some kind of criminal. You spread those rumors, right? Speak up! Oh my, what a shame. So, everyone's eyeing you as if you're a criminal, huh? Feeling a bit of shame about having an affair with my husband? And I thought you had no feelings of remorse. My bad. Stop screwing around! Why did you have to spread such personal stuff at the kindergarten, for God's sake? What is this? Your idea of harassment? No, not harassment. All I did was put in a complaint to the kindergarten. A complaint? Why did you do that? What, are you daft? Obvious, isn't it? I got Nathan back, but my child was almost kidnapped. No, he was actually kidnapped. Our kids go to the same kindergarten, I know. But for the facility to just hand over a child without the parents' permission? That's a no-no. One mistake, and this could have become a criminal matter. How can you fault me as a mother for complaining about that? I also had them explain why that happened. And in the course of our conversation, the fact about you having an affair with my husband came up. Why did you have to tell them about our affair? And it was not only the teachers that knew, all the mothers knew as well. You spread those awful rumors, didn't you? Please. Spread rumors? You make me sound like some kind of monster. All I did was inform my fellow mothers that there was a dangerous kidnapper in our midst. Then they asked me what it was all about, and so all I did was provide all the details, including about the sordid affair. How could you? I pulled a lot of strings to get my kid into that kindergarten. Why did you have to go and tell everyone? Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I can't even show my face at the kindergarten anymore. Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you said you didn't do anything shameful. So you do have feelings of remorse? Shut the hell up. What are you up to? Blowing this all out of proportion. This is the sort of thing usually solved quietly behind closed doors. As I recall, you're the one who kidnapped my child and started this whole thing. I really didn't want this whole thing about my husband's affair getting out. As a matter of fact, I was going to just let it pass quietly, not make a big fuss out of it. But you had to go and push the wrong buttons. Do you think that this is the end of it? You know what? I was going to let you visit Nathan once a year, but I'm going to move far away and never let you see your kid again for the rest of your life. You're the one who won't see your kid again. I hear that your husband is going to take custody of your daughter Sarah. What the hell are you talking about? Why do you even know that? I contacted your husband, but I didn't know his line, so I called his office. They gave his number up in Vancouver, Canada. I gotta say, your husband was furious about your affair. What? You told my husband about the affair too? I was going to keep it quiet until the very end. He would have found out sooner or later. Besides, you say keep it quiet. How do you even do that? I was going to split up without telling him, and just have him deposit his monthly salary. Now, my income, I was relying on that. Oh my God, you really are something. You're not only a kidnapper, but a con artist as well. Put a sock in it. I can do what I please. He's my husband. Not for long. Your husband is not your possession, and neither is Sarah. How can you or my husband take custody of the kids? Impossible. You won't be able to afford it, and you need both parents to bring up a child. I don't know about that. I think I can manage. I plan to move back with my folks after the divorce goes through. They live nearby, so Nathan can still keep attending kindergarten. And my folks said they would help out with Nathan's upbringing. Your husband also said he was going to take Sarah and go back to his parents' place. He said it wouldn't be a problem. So, you plan on sponging off your parents? Oh, what a total loser. Having both parents is way better than having a single mom. living off her parents. Ugh. And financially, we make way more than you. You're not serious. You guys are going to make way less. Did you not consider that you have to pay compensation and also child support? Compensation? What are you talking about? Huh? Wait, are you serious? I knew you were a bit slow, but come on. Don't tell me you don't know about how all this compensation stuff works. Did you even go to school? As a member of modern society, you should know that. Oh, hold it. So you think you can have an affair, get a divorce, and not pay the consequences? Huh? What are you saying? Okay, let me explain this in layman's terms. You had an affair with my husband and destroyed our marriage. As a consequence of your actions, you must pay. I will be demanding at least $10,000. So keep that in mind. What? Are you loco? I'm not paying for that. And child support. That's the money you have to pay for your child's education and upbringing. Even though we get divorced, Nathan is still William's father. As a father, he's obligated to pay for Nathan's education. Obviously, you're also going to have to pay for Sarah's child support too, right? If you put all that into consideration, well, you guys will probably end up making less than me. Huh? What? No way. That much? That's not possible. It's illegal. It's way better than kidnapping or swindling your husband. Oh yeah, I haven't mentioned all this to my husband's workplace or yours, but if you fail to make the payments, I will have the courts deduct it from your salaries. Just so you know. Now, if you don't want people at work to know all about this, I urge you to be very careful. Sandy, hold on a second. I didn't know all that. I don't have that kind of money, and I don't want to lose my daughter, so please, I'll terminate this affair with William, and I apologize for taking Nathan without your permission, so please forgive me. I mean, we are friends, right? Huh? Really? We were friends? That's the first I heard. Please, I'll apologize, so please, make something up with my husband. Put things right. Please. And about the kindergarten and the other moms, explain it to them. Make them understand. I'll do anything, just forgive me, please. I'm sorry, but you know what? I'm really reluctant to help out a criminal. Not my style. Really sorry. I hope you understand. My lawyer will contact you later. We're all done here. Oh, and I will block you online. See ya. After that, I returned to my parents' place with Nathan, and from there, I submitted my papers for divorce. Well, they really pushed back, and we finally ended up in court, after which they finally agreed to a settlement, child custody payments, and I got sole custody of Nathan. As for Maggie's husband, he was able to get custody of Sarah, and even settled on a fair compensation. And most importantly, Maggie and William squabbled about the compensation and child custody payments, and eventually broke up. Both of them were apparently shunned by their respective parents. Even their friends didn't want anything to do with them. Last I heard, they're both working their butts off to pay the compensation and child custody payments. Nathan was a bit traumatized by all this. But with the loving support of my folks, he's back on track, enjoying his time at the kindergarten with all the other kids. When he was first kidnapped, I was out of my mind with worry, and really could not perceive how this would all play out. But it all worked out in the end. In fact, I feel a tremendous sense of relief.